Hey guys, Novaexplosion, and welcome back to more Wild Arms 5. It has been basically a week since I played this game. I was supposed to get one more stream in before the Star Ocean remake came out, but that didn't happen. So it's been a little longer than anticipated. Here we are, we're in, oh my word, that game is loud. I need to lower it. Yeah, lower my headset a bit. We're in, what's this place called again? I forgot, but I remember we have to go to the, we found out like Johnny Apple, like there was like a winery called Johnny Appleseed and we have to go there for info. I don't remember what this place was called. And we also saw Yuli here and she had like a side quest. We didn't do it for her, but you know, we found her. Yeah, I remember what we're doing. I just forgot what this place was called. It's called Gonan. Alright. And also Chuck left us, so that all happened. Yeah, it's been a minute since we played, but I remember the gist of what we were doing. I mean, like, the Star Ocean 2 remake came in, and I wanted to play it, like, 2 days in a row, so it happens. So this is where they make Johnny Appleseed, huh? Johnny Appleseed, a brand of wine I'd never have guessed. Avril, do you remember anything? No. Arietta, Darkman, welcome to stream. How you guys doing? All I can say is that I feel as if I've been here before. Huh? Well, if you've been here before, then I guess this wine is the Johnny Appleseed you were looking for. I can't say either way, to be honest. I feel as if everything I've seen on this journey is something I've seen before. Unfortunately, this is just another such place. Huh, so that's all, huh? Yes. Then maybe this isn't the Johnny Appleseed we're looking for. Yeah, gee, you think? Can you imagine if the whole culmination, the whole crux of this journey was looking for a friggin' winery? Oh, I give up. Well, why don't we try going inside? Maybe she'll remember something. Yeah, wineries are like, along with pubs, are like, you know, the best place to get intel. Wow, you smell that? It's almost unbearable. A smell this strong ought to be pretty hard to forget. Well, Avril, still nothing? No, I'm afraid not. Okay, just tired. Yo, I actually got really good sleep yesterday. I have not gotten good sleep like all week, but yesterday I actually got like good sleep. So hopefully I would like to go for 5 hours today to make up for the fact that I haven't played this in 6 days, and also because like I'm pretty energized, to be honest. Oh well, I guess this isn't it then. I think you remember a smell like this. Then I guess we'll just have to keep looking. Avril, you sure seem happy for someone who just hit a dead end. Do I? Well, I suppose I am. This way, I can continue to travel with the two of you. Haha, thanks, Avril. Well, we may be back to square one, but we'll find this Johnny Appleseed yet. Let's go search the town. Maybe we'll find some clues. I'm not gonna give up. By the way, the main reason I decided to do Wild Arms today is because tomorrow's Monday, and Mondays are my 3-hour days. I did not want to be like, hey, we came back a week later for Wild Arms 5, but it was only a 3-hour stream. That's the main reason I just did a switch. So tomorrow's Star Ocean stream is only going to be like 3-ish hours. That's the main reason I did it. This distillery is the pride of Gonan. It's here that we make the finest liquor in all of Filgaia. A long time ago, a drunken Varuni went on a rampage here and destroyed some of the machines. It was a disaster. We even had to suspend production for a while. Ever since, the nobility have allowed the Varuni to visit Gonan to buy wine and for no other purpose. Is there any other Wild Arms cameos I can find here? I got a rabbit badge. Thank you, examine button. Oh, I think I had way too much to drink. The guy who's wandering around here, he seems different from the guy who left here 2 years ago. Something's changed. I just can't figure it out, probably because I snuck in one too many free drinks today. Oh, this is why I don't drink too much alcohol. A perfect interplay of sour and sweet that delights the tongue and soothes the throat. Another great batch of wine. Although, to be honest, I've only really been working at the distillery since 2 years ago. That's when an opening appeared and I got promoted from my apprenticeship. I love making wine, but I hate it when the Varuni come to buy it. They act so superior and they always try to bargain us down on the price. Yeah, I don't like wine. I'm not a big alcohol person in general, but like, I would rather drink a beer than a wine. Like, depending on the beer. Don't forget to close the valve before you break for dinner. I bet I forget all the time. Yeah, Dean memory, very bad. A machine for squeezing apples. I'd like to try some of that 100% pure juice. A long time ago, there used to be a guy in this town who I absolutely despised. He was smarter than me and a better worker too. He even married the prettiest girl in town. Even though he had everything I ever wanted, he committed an unspeakable crime and fled town for good. Now that guy's a wanted fugitive. Serves him right, knowing that sure makes him squeezing apples all day a whole lot easier. Ba-ba-bum. Oh right, we examined that before, I remember. This town isn't heavily regulated by the Varuni, and the Varuni who visit to buy wine tend to be pretty mellow. Speaking of which, have you seen the guy who's singing over by the fountain? He doesn't seem too different from a human, but I wonder if he's Varuni too. Made me happy when he called me a beautiful lass, but then I realized he was using the same line on every other girl in town too. Classic womanizer. Oh hey, Yuli. You're the one who has the side quest, right? We talked to you? Yeah, your brother, Honey's Day. Mount Chug Chug. That's a Wild Arms 2 location. Wait. This might be relevant for the side quest. Living in a small farm village near Honey's Day, one day the Varuni began forcibly conscripting men to work as laborers. Mount Chug Chug. Nice Wild Arms 2 callback. My brother and I snuck out of town under cover of darkness, lost sight of each other. He loves bicycles. He named his bicycle and takes very good care of it. Surely they just made it a bicycle in this game, because in Wild Arms 4, Kresnik has a motorcycle. I guess motorcycles are bikes to some capacity, but you call it a motorcycle. It's different enough to be called a motorcycle. He's somewhat antisocial and often curt, so he can be a little argumentative, but he truly is a kind and decent person. Search for my brother based on so little info. Alright. So I assume we'll get to that side quest later. Welcome to Gonon, yada 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 yada. I think I talked to you already, FBC fan. Your tag looks familiar. My rule of thumb is my liver's gonna hate me, but my stomach's gonna love me. Yeah, the classic alcohol. I'm not gonna say I never drink alcohol, because like I do drink, but I have like a bit of control. I'm also not gonna say I've never been like drunk or anything, because I certainly have, but it doesn't happen super often. Small silver medals that the parrots are collecting. Collect them all, and question mark. I already got one of these already. Okay, so that's maybe like a collectible you get throughout the game. This looks like a graveyard. Yes, that is a graveyard. A+ for you. What's that man doing? He's offering flowers to the dead. Offering flowers? Why is he doing that? You don't know about that? I guess you must have forgotten that too. She literally said she only remembers the words Johnny Appleseed and her name. It's the classic amnesia trope. The dead can't do anything by themselves, so the living offer them flowers to help them rest in peace. That's what he's doing. I see. That sounds like a nice tradition. Is that young lady a Varuni then? Ah, did we disturb you? I'm sorry, we didn't mean to interrupt. It's no problem. What do you mean about Avril being a Varuni? Oh, she's not? When I heard she didn't know about offering flowers, I just assumed. The Varuni don't bury the dead, they know. You know. Oh, the Varuni don't bury the dead, you know. They cremate their bodies and throw the bones into the sea. Apparently the tradition that's carried over from when they were traveling through space and left the bones to float among the stars. So they don't have a custom of offering flowers either. Oh, that's right. The Varuni were drifting through space until they landed on Filgaia, weren't they? That's right. They settled here on Filgaia about 100 years ago. This really is like Tales of Arise's premise to a sense. The Renans going to Dana and kind of like liberating Dana or whatever. It kind of gives me an Arise vibe with the premise. Now they govern the planet as the leaders of human society. Obviously not the exact same thing, but like, you know, pretty reminiscent. Govern? You call what they do governing? We had a friend almost killed by them back in Mirapulse. Well, there are a few who are less than courteous, but there are those among humans who are even worse. My daughter and my grandson, they were both killed by a human. Killed? Yes, I'll never forget that day. I'll bring their killer to justice, I swear it. I love this music. Very Wild West. Watch out that you don't do anything to anger others. Mister? You know the wine they make here called Johnny Appleseed? Yeah, what about it? You like it? Yeah, I'm quite fond of it, but I have not had a drop since my daughter and grandson were killed. And how about you try having some tonight? Old man Tony always says that the best antidote for sadness is a good glass of wine and a good night's sleep. I'm not so sure about the wine part, you know? Sure, maybe a little, but, you know, don't go overboard with it. Haha, this Tony of yours may be right, but I doubt I'll be able to enjoy it now. The taste of wine depends as much upon your mood as it does the wine itself. I'm afraid I don't feel the confidence to have a good glass of Johnny yet. I see. Then let's have some together sometime when I'm old enough to drink. Yeah, you got like 5 years, Dean. I know you'll be able to enjoy it then. Haha, you're certainly an interesting young man. I'll be looking forward to it then. I wasn't expecting you to just call him out like that. He was crying in front of that grave, so I just... So, you just couldn't leave him alone, right? That sounds just like you. You've always been weak to tears like that. I remember how you always used to comfort me when I cried. Now that you mention it, you don't cry much anymore, do you? You sure have changed a lot. Hey, I'm an adult now. I can't go around crying all the time. You guys got like 2-ish years to become adults. Presumably Rebecca's like...
The last time I cried was when I got my arm.
You can't decide
Ever since then,
to be voice acted.
I've been trying not to cry in front of Dean. I didn't want to worry him. But lately, he hasn't been paying as much attention to me. Guess it makes me feel kind of lonely.
Okay. They just wanted to give Rebecca a few voice lines there. Where am I going now? What do you have to say? Nice town, air is fresh, yada yada. I think I talked to all these people. I think I looked at all these rooms. I remember before, oddly enough, even though it's been like 6 days, I remember looking around for callbacks or cameo characters, and we found Yuli. Yo, is this Gallows? Gallows plays a guitar now? Is this Gallows? This looks just like him. The hairstyle looks like Gallows. Maybe the dialogue will give it away. My, what a wonderfully abundant town this is. This food is good, the streets are clean, and best of all, the local women are gorgeous. Well-fed, well-bred, my father used to say that, and describes going on to a T. I can't help but wish Gaia felt like this. I mean, the hair kind of wants me to think this is Gallows. And Gallows is kind of a womanizer in Wild Arms 3. It's not like as prominent as like Zelos in Tales of Symphonia, but like he kind of was like that in the 3rd game. I think that's him though, because the hairstyle, like pretty sure that hairstyle is Gallows. Perfect interplay of sour, yeah. Perfect interplay of sour and sweet, got it. But yeah, I did want to play Star Ocean again, but at the same time, it's been so long since we played Wild Arms 5, and I was just like, yeah, we could do a Wild Arms 5 stream and maybe get 5 hours in. because I didn't want a week later to be like, oh yeah, only 3 hours of Wild Arms. I wanna play more of this game. We'll probably do this game today, and then tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Tuesday. After Tuesday, it'll be a little hard, because then the Arise DLC comes out. At that point, I'll probably put more focus into Arise and Star Ocean, and get Wild Arms whenever I get the chance. Give me a battle, just so I can, like, you know, get that going.
Searching.
Maybe we can find some treasure while I'm at it.
Don't miss anything.
But yeah, after Tuesday, it's going to be a little harder to
See anything?
hit some streams of this game, so it'll take a bit of a backseat.
Searching.
But it's all good. Because the Arise DLC, I'm so excited for that. And I also can't wait to play more Second Story.
Just take.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
I'm still standing.
We just started. Of course you're still standing.
Bingo!
Bum, 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 bum. Oh, good old whistling music. Ow. Bum, 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 bum.
We gotta protect everyone.
Do I crush here? That might be a good idea. Yeah, I should probably do this.
It must be done.
Bum, 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 bum.
New position.
New position indeed. Hey, die.
Ha!
Get him, Avril. What do you have on you? Go heal.
Gotta move fast.
Correct.
I'll get you for that.
Don't kill Dean here. Although Rebecca has revive. Oh, I'm here. Well, I could do this instead.
I'm back in shape now.
Bum, 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 bum. You have Blast? Yeah, you have Blast. Do that
Life
instead.
of the earth, unleash your force upon
In my
me.
defense, I forgot Avril had Blast on her.
Stay calm.
And Rebecca gets to finish.
Louder. I can't lose. People are depending on me.
Alright, I just wanted to do a battle to like get back into the swing of things, so now we can go back to going on and see about progressing yield and story. Hey Yuli, don't worry, I'll find your brother. The game has to like show me where Mount Chug Chug is, or presumably that's where it is. I wonder if it's gonna be like we actually go to Mount Chug Chug, or if it's just like there for fan service. Oh, maybe go to the hint system. Maybe the hint system will help me progress. Okay, no. They say the most important thing for a drifter to gather intel. Okay, so I gotta talk to someone very specific. I remember talking to you. Gallows has nothing for me. Golden-haired young drifter boy was staring at the graves with a look of deep sorrow on his face. That might have been before the cutscene. Something was written here, but the letters are badly weathered. All I can make out is the word pioneer. This house belongs to Mom and Dad. There's gotta be someone. Maybe this place is only so big. Maybe someone at the winery I didn't talk to. Yo, Gallows, what's up with Virginia? I hope we see Virginia. I mean, I want to see all the Wild Arms characters, but, you know. Oh, Virginia, Ashley, Tim, Cecilia, Raquel, or we saw Raquel and Arnaud already. But, the list goes on.